Patreon. Leah and Monica's Talk Spooky to Me.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
In my soul, every thought out of control. I had to have sex with Drew's mom. The cloud is here, about to blow. I'm ready for Drew's mom to fucking blow. The nights go out, the curtains on my own. Whoa. And Drew's mother said, when I was younger, hard times bring better men. You took it all away, you took it all away. I gave my freedom, and you would change the game. I better made of pain. I built my kingdom, now you bow to me. So my dreams were not my name. You follow me until the end. I am my kingdom. Let's go down. I'm ready now. Tear this roof off of the town. I'm gonna give them what they came to see. Hear the crowd on their toes. You're ready for me to start the show. Out the curtain, let's go up on more. And my father said that I'm a faggot. Hard times bring better men. You fuck, you took it all away, you took it all away. I gave my freedom, I'm here to change the game. I better made of pain. I built my kingdom, now you bow to me. You took my dreams, but not my name. You follow me until the end. I am my kingdom. You fucking bitch.
What's going on, everybody? I literally did that just because some guy was saying Cody Rhodes was a mid-card or something. I don't know. Anyway, what's up? It's Saturday night. You know what that means? It's Alex Jones, and I'm just kidding. It's time for Corrupted, brother. It's time for Corrupted podcast tonight. Tonight, baby.
Now you bow to me. You took my dreams, but not my name. You follow me until the end. I am my kingdom. My wife can wrestle.
I just blew my voice with that one. All right, I did not expect to be doing that. I'm sorry. The guy in the fucking chat said something about Cody Rhodes, and I lost my mind. My bad. No, I like Cody, though. I really do. So, like, the guy that said he's a mid-card, he came to WWE with mid-card. It might have been Adam Ant. I don't know. He hates Cody. Listen, man. Roman Reigns has gone full friggin' heel. No. He's gone full Heyman guy. Hey, maybe he's going to go with the whole Hollywood thing, you know, like, but not too, like, not putting it on too much. You know, like, not doing it too much. Like, not like, oh, I'm Mr. Hollywood. Oh, look out for me. I'm Mr. Hollywood and all these things. He's not going to do that. But, you know, sort of the type of thing like, yeah, you got to sign a contract. I'm a big deal. I'm worth a lot of money. You know, I've got a condition. Obviously, like, my life is worth a lot of money to my family and to me. Like, yeah, great. You've got all these other wrestlers, whatever. I'm Roman Reigns. I'm, like, the guy. So, You know, let's not mess this up type of thing. So kind of like with this subtle douche thing, which is actually something that about 4 years ago we talked about him doing, and then you guys were showing me videos and stuff of Roman Reigns in NXT when he did the whole watch thing, and he was like showing his watch, something about a watch and a suit. You know, I don't know. It was really kind of goofy. But anyway, I also want to congratulate Jman from KC. Last night he became the king of the wheel. So we got to shout him out right from the beginning. When you become the king of the wheel, I'll monetize this. We shout you out just about every show if I can remember to do it throughout the entire week. You're featured. You're the king, man. And there's no doubt about it. The J-Man from KC is the king. You can make anybody king if you can, you know. But J-Man from KC takes the cake. And when I get the text graphic up, we'll see it there. Actually, you can see one of his bombs way up there. Donos are on. If you want, they're on. They're up. That way we can also get them out of the way before Corrupted, because I know sometimes Corrupted starts and we're behind the paywall, and then people are like, still, I was going to donate. And I'm like, we don't really do donations on the Corrupted, because Corrupted is like kind of like we're doing a podcast, but you get to listen to us do it live. That's usually the idea of the Corrupted stuff on the Patreon. But what do you guys think about Roman? I'm going to look at the chat. I've been looking around at all these other people and what they think. Yo, Steve Callan, what's up, brother? Yeah, I hope they hit the... Roman is in Tifa. Roman could be leading the Retribution. That's what everybody was also saying. So you wonder if that's going to happen. What's up, AK? What's up, J-Rod? What's up, Villain Kevin Carter? Happy birthday. Cody versus Cronin. F it, someone says. I would love to fight Cody. That'd be really cool. Talk spooky to me. Leah and Monica's podcast is up on Patreon, and it's available for everybody as a sample, so everybody can hear it on Patreon if you're a patron. So look at that. Take that, Drew and Jesse. 2 episodes out. They've got 1 out now, too. I even created them an intro song. It was a lot of fun. I broke a guitar string, though, while making it. Okay, I'm trying to breathe. You know, all that screaming that I didn't expect to do, and I blew my voice out almost. God damn it. Cody Rhodes theme. How bad did that sound? Jared Barron, you're still blocked on Corrupted? What? Something's going on. And I got to figure out what it is, bro. I got to figure it out what it is. So... Anyway, I mean, like, you know, I don't understand what everybody's so crazy about, though. Everybody's like, this is Roman. Yeah, he's been, oh, my God. He hasn't done anything, really. He just showed up and said, hey, yeah, I signed the contract if blah, blah, this happened. And then all of a sudden, Paul Heyman was there. And Paul Heyman was like, believe that, huh? Like, and that's all that happened. You don't know how good or not good anything's going to be. You don't have any idea yet. I see people saying, thank God, finally, and... this is the answer, and so all kinds of things that people are saying. And it's like, you don't even know what he's doing yet. He could be terrible. He could be good. We don't know what it is yet. It's not bad or it's not anything. I think I like it. I think it makes sense. I think the other thing interesting is we always thought we were going to get Roman kind of like, you know, flipping during a match or flipping during a situation and really turning and having this big epic heel turn thing. And, you know, maybe that would have happened if there wasn't COVID, you know, going on or whatever. But, you know, I think that people really wanted that. And I think some people are hanging on to like, man, I really thought there'd be a really good situation. By the way, I have to take this quick second to thank, hope he doesn't mind me thanking him, but I got to thank SG Dirty Bert. SG Dirty Bert sent me a DM the other day, and he said, you know, enjoy it. And he sent me he sent me Madden NFL 21. So shout out to Dirty Bert, because I did not expect to be playing this game. I did not expect to have it because I wasn't going to buy anything for probably a while. As many of you guys know, I didn't buy last year's Madden until the very end of the season. I've been playing Madden 19 for, a year and 8 months. and only about 5 months ago did I get Madden 20, I think it was, or something like that. So I really got to shout out that guy, man. That is crazy. He went out and sent me a code, and I was like, what the hell is that code? He's like, you'll see. And I open it up. It's Madden 21. That was insane, bro. Thank you for that. And I had to shout it out because I almost forgot again, and it was pretty crazy, man. That's sweet, man. And happy birthday to Kevin Carter. I think I did say it already, but just again, if you missed it, happy birthday, Kevin Carter. And we're getting ready for Corrupted tonight. If there are any people that have been on the shows recently who would like to attend tonight's Corrupted podcast on Patreon and would like to fill the seat of Jesse tonight, so you have to be suicidal. No, I'm just kidding. No, anybody can join. Come on down or hit me up in a message and let me know, and I will try to slide you in tonight on the Corrupted podcast with me and Gatekeeper Drew. Now, last night on Monetize This, Leah, we're going to talk more about wrestling. We're going to talk more about other BS here during this stream. And I'm going to talk about other things and everything. So whatever, anything goes. This is anything goes. So, anything goes. Whatever you guys want to talk about. But before we do that, last night, Leah, who was hammered, just savagely, she just undressed Drew's masculinity on Monetize This. If you guys didn't watch Monetize This last night and haven't watched in a while, I mean, you're crazy. But last night, Drew was just gutted by Leah on Monetize This. Take a listen to this.
Couldn't even name it.
I know you're from like
Is Drew the new
give a
nerdy?
shit to remember.
Nerdy's not here to pick on, so we're going after Drew, I guess. Oh.
I got my dick wet right before I called your husband tonight. So keep trying, sister.
And,
oh my God.
Oh God. I'm not.
Family reunion?
Drew forgot to deliver my Swiss cheese. Tell him I'll be at his house.
Leah had been joking about how Drew only hooks up with his family members. That's why that was so funny. Okay, so let me see. What was the question here? Joe, why are the Patriots ranked 70-something overall in Madden? I think the reason is because like 7 of the players opted out of the season. So I think that, don't they go on current schedules in Madden? Don't they go on like the whatever the current schedules are? So if that's the case, then I mean, I think the Patriots are missing like 3 All-Stars and like 2 other guys, and then they're missing Brady. So I think the Patriots, if they had Brady, the Patriots offense probably would have been like an 87 or something, or 86 with Brady. And the defense probably would have ended up being like I don't know. Or maybe it would be the other way. Maybe the offense would have been like an 83. And the defense would have been like an 88. I don't know. But now, without certain defensive players and without certain offensive players, you're looking at below an 80. I mean, really, think about it. The Patriots are not the best right now. They weren't very good. Even when they had Brady, the one thing I said when they had Brady last year, watching the last season, and if you watched my commentary on the football games, I was saying things like, okay, the reason why Brady can't throw the ball is because he can't throw the ball because the offensive line sucks. And everybody saw that. Everybody was saying that. Everybody was like, Jesus, there's no offensive line. And what would happen is when guys would penetrate the offensive line, Brady would have a minute where he could hug the ball and maybe run forward and scramble, where if you could run at all, you'd be able to pick up about 10 to 15 yards maybe. But because Brady is like a statue, if he even started to run forward, it'd be like 1 step, 2 step tackled. And he would have been tackled behind the line of scrimmage every single time. Maybe once or twice he might have made a yard. I doubt it. And so he wouldn't have, because he dropped back too far. He would drop back, 8 yards back or 10 yards. And then he'd have to move forward and he would lose that whatever, thus being a negative yardage or being a huge sack. So he would always throw the ball away or try to throw it somewhere. Never seen that ever. I never saw an offensive line that bad ever. All right, since before the year 2000, I never saw an offensive line that bad. And so, I said last year, I said, if they're not going to have an offensive line, what would actually help the Patriots is if they had a quarterback who could run. Because this team is not built for Brady. It's built for a quarterback that could run, because every time the pocket breaks down or the offensive line gets rushed, there's a split second where a QB could tuck and run and have space because all the guys are rushing this way or that way. And there was an opportunity after opportunity. It was almost like once every drive where you could run 20 yards that way. There's no one there. And every single time it was like, well, Brady's going down or throwing away. It just was garbage. And that's not because there's anything wrong with Brady, really. But the one thing that he can't do was the one thing they needed last year with no off. But really what they needed was a better offensive line. The offensive line sucks, and that's the problem. That's the real issue. But I kept saying to myself, man, put in a 23-year-old that could just run, and like they wouldn't lose fourth. They would convert third downs like crazy. Like they would get out of a third down all the time. And then the defense would be forced to play it more safe and stop blitzing on the offensive line of the Patriots, and then they'd probably get better because of that. And then the quarterback, I don't know. Anyway, whatever. We're not talking about football. Fuck football. And you don't want to hear about the Patriots probably. So we're done with football. I talked enough about the Patriots. I'm not watching sports this season, I don't think, man. The Bruins, Tuukka Rask goes home, and he sucks anyway. He wouldn't have won anyway. Tuukka Rask is a fragile idiot. The Bruins have crapped themselves. The Red Sox are just dead. The Patriots don't have Brady coming up. The Celtics, they may never play again because they're all protesting stuff. So I'm not watching that either. So I'm done. I'm done with sports. I might pay attention a little bit at football season. I don't even know. I'm not sure. I may watch the first 5 games of the season just to see how bad it is, because it's not gonna be good. And but I think I'm taking a break from sports, man. I think in the last 5 years, I have watched the least amount of hockey I've ever watched in my life, and the least amount of baseball that I've ever watched in my life. And I was really kind of excited to get these sports back, but now after I see all the players just crying everywhere and everybody crying about everything everywhere, and I'm just sick of the crying by everybody. It's so annoying. So I'm done. Fuck this. This guy said Joe isn't live yet. Mr. Nice Guy, what the fuck are you talking about? I've been live. Been live for like 17 minutes. Juan Espinoza, what's up, Juan? How are you guys tonight? Just doing a little anything goes hangout, Not from my car, though. I'm inside my basement of hell. Of hell! Sports are just political now. It's ridiculous. Well, everything is. I'm done. Happy birthday, Kevin. I'll get you the link, too, man. What is this? People will tire of his moves real soon. I mean, I'm already tired of his moves. Maybe we'll get Bullfrog on Corrupted tonight. Bullfrog has thrown his name in the hat. He's banned from Monetize This, but he ain't banned from Corrupted. I don't know. We'll see, man. We might put him on. Unless somebody else hits me up that I don't know about. How do you like my Bart Simpson version of me? I forget who made this. Can someone tell me who made this? I forget. Somebody hit me up who made this. I have no idea who made it. I'm not sure. I forget. Somebody obviously made it. From the community somewhere. I just don't know. I don't know who made it. I need to know, though, because I want to give them credit. It's been driving me nuts. I've been looking at, like, who made this fucking Simpsons drawing of me? This is pretty fucking cool. Found it the other day and was like, wow, that's pretty damn good. Like, holy shit, dude. It's pretty badass. Fuck YouTube, the lag, China, Google. Yeah. $100 for that shit? What shit? What? Joe, have you seen the new Hollywood movie About Chris Hemsworth playing Hogan. Yeah. He looks nothing like him, yeah. He looks more like he could have played like Shawn Michaels. That's who Chris Hemsworth looks like he should have played, is Shawn Michaels. You know? I was looking at it too, and I was like, man, he looks like he could have played Shawn Michaels or somebody, but not Hulk Hogan. He looks like a tiny little guy. Chris Hemsworth is, I mean, I don't know. Is he taller than I thought? I mean, I thought he was like 6'2". You'd have to tell me. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I would hope it's good, man. I hope it's going to be good. If he doesn't look exactly like him, he's probably not going to talk all crazy that much. He's probably just going to talk like intense. Like, rather than trying to do a Hulk Hogan impression, he's probably going to try to just like be intense. Like, that's what I would think. Like, he would sort of end up being like, I'll tell you what I'm going to do this week, Michael. I'm going to snap your neck, and I'm going to do... He's going to like talk like that. Instead of being like, well, you know something, dude? What I did, brother? Like, that'd be hilarious. Because Hulk Hogan kind of sounds like Alex Jones a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, if Alex Jones did Hulk Hogan, he would sound very similar, right? Well, let me tell you something. The reptilians they're going to eat our hearts. They're going to eat our heads. They're going to murder us. And I'm not afraid to eat my neighbor. I'll eat my goddamn neighbor. It's almost the same thing. Vince McMahon, too. Vince McMahon, Hogan, and Alex Jones. Vince McMahon is like, you're fired. Let me tell you something. Stone Cold Steve Austin. You're going to be fired. You're going to be fired. And I'm going to be happy to fire you. You're going to be fired. And like, that's like Vince has that. But then, Alex Jones has the whole like, I'll eat my damn neighbors. I'll string them up and I'll gut them up and I'll eat them. I'll eat their reptilian eyes. What I'll do. I'm not afraid to do it. Infowars.com. I'm not afraid to do it. And Hulk Hogan is more like, well, you know something, Mean Gene? What Hulkamaniac's going to do, brother? It's going to go in the ring with all my fellow Hulkamaniacs cheering me on, dude. And I'm going to run through them. I'm going to run through the Macho Man, Randy Savage, brother. Like, it's that harking, growly voice, like, from all of them, in a way. It's very, very weird. The Undertaker's more like the slow version of all of those guys, I will rest in peace. Steve Austin, last week on Raw, you made a mistake. You looked into the eyes of the Undertaker. And, like, it's a very slow, like, and you gotta have the echo, otherwise it ain't Raw, right? I mean, it's very weird. I watched Bill and Ted 3 this morning. Wasn't bad. Just a shame it got overpowered by the women. They definitely did the wokeishness a little bit, which, by the way, I don't like the term woke because there's a real term called woke. I don't think what Hollywood does a lot of times is woke. What they do is stupid. What they do is they go SJW. There's a difference between like SJW and woke to me. Woke, like, I have a different meaning. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. I have a different meaning. Woke to me is when you're like, hey, could we maybe let all the people out of jail who were arrested in 1980 for dealing some marijuana who have a life sentence? Could we maybe let some of those people out of fucking jail in 2020 since we're walking around smoking fucking weed all over the place? And these people were arrested for like 30 years or life for fucking getting convicted of some kind of drug violation. Get the fuck out of here. Like, let me explain why people were locked up. Ronald Reagan went, hey, and all the banks and all the people and all the scumbags, they all went, hey, how can we put minorities in jail? That'd be really good if we could put them all in jail so they don't vote for our opposition. We can do it by giving them all crack and drugs. We gave all the ghettos and everywhere, we gave drugs out to everybody. We made it available easily. Now cops, the war on drugs. Get them all hooked on the drugs. All right, now we have the war on drugs. And now we go put all those people in jail for as long as possible. To me, that's woke. That's like knowing shit. That's like knowing what the deal is. But SJW is when you're just a whiny bitch because you're a fucking idiot. To me, that's what it is. Trump did let that woman go the other day. He pardoned the black woman, not the white lady, but the black woman was there she was in jail, and he pardoned her or whatever. There's about fucking 60% more of the jail's population that needs to probably be let out. Instead of letting out all the sex criminals. Why do we let all the sex criminals out? We seem to like to do that. By the way, when they were rounding up all the minorities and locking them in jail so they couldn't vote against them, if you were in a car accident for drunk driving and killed a bunch of people or killed somebody, you go to jail for like 5 to 10 years. Explain to me why selling a wallet full of fucking weed puts you in jail for 20 years as a black guy, but fucking running over a fucking person with your car while drunk gets you fucking 5 years. Explain that to me. That's called being woke. That's woke. Putting people in a movie because you want to be an SJW isn't woke. It's being a retard idiot. That's what that is. That's what Hollywood does. Oh, we put a bunch of women in different minorities and we ruin the characters you loved because we're woke. No, you're retarded. You're not woke. You're retarded. Go find all the pedophiles that are out there in Hollywood and start rounding them up and calling them out. That's woke. Motherfucker. Anyway, sorry. We talked about Black Panther and just a horrible fucking tragedy. And just what are they going to do in that movie? We talked about that last night on Monetize This, along with a bunch of other horrific jokes. So if you didn't hear Monetize This 279 last night on my other channel, Corrupted Nation, go over there and subscribe to the channel and watch Monetize This. It's 6.5 hours long. My wife got drunk and tried to kill Drew. Dave Rose was in rare form. And tonight is Corrupted Podcast coming up later, so we're here to preview it a little bit. I guess, maybe not for long. I might not be on for long, but a little bit longer, you know. You bring me what you want to talk about. I'm going to talk shit about people on Corrupted tonight. I'm going to tell you right now. Can you imagine starting your show by bashing the shit out of me? Imagine that. Imagine starting a show, right? And I use the term show loosely. But imagine starting a podcast where you bash me and you talk shit about me and how I'm a loser. And then by the end of it, you talk about like, hey, maybe maybe I can hang out with it. Maybe I can do a show with that guy. Can you imagine that? I'm not going to say where I heard that, but I heard it. It was really funny. Imagine somebody saying that they hated someone and that they're a loser and all these other things about them that are just not right. Not real. Like some things are opinion. Like if you think I'm a loser, that's okay. But imagine saying that like I couldn't fucking, I was going to fail at life and all these other things. And all these different weird things. And then later on you were like, oh, I like that guy. What? Fucking weird. I'll tell you what, man. Wrestling fans in this community are some of the weirdest you've ever seen, my friends. Some of the people out there you wouldn't believe. And the weird thing is I have the clips and like I almost thought about I might play them later because it's so funny. You could fast forward 30 minutes and like all of a sudden somebody likes you. It's very strange. I'm going to go fix my roof. My roof. Get on the roof. Get on the roof. At what age did I reach maximum height? Maximum warp. I grew pretty quickly. I was the tallest kid in my class in 7th grade. Or in 5th grade, I was the tallest kid in the class. 6th and 7th and 8th grade, I was close to the tallest kid in the class. And that was about then. I think 5th grade. Maybe 6th or 7th grade. I was pretty tall in 5th grade. I've got some photos of me, and I'm the tallest kid in the class. It's crazy. I went from playing center in basketball to being a point guard. Like, you know what I mean? Or like a power forward usually. The Guardian of Chaos is here. Look out. Mr. Nice Guy, what's up, brother? What's up, brother? Brother love. How you doing, dude? Archon Base.
We've got a new Twitch follower. Hell yeah.
Hell
Take
yeah.
my pants off.
Archon, what's up, dude? Appreciate the follow, brother. I've been calling everybody brother for like the last year. I don't know why. The last like 2 months I've been saying brother like crazy. I don't know why. I keep doing it, man. Brother. Dude, brother. Brother. By the way, corrupted questions are up on the Patreon now, so if anybody wanted to get those questions asked for the show tonight, make sure you drop some questions. It may be Bullfrog. Might be Bullfrog joining us. Yeah, I don't really know why everybody's so excited about Reigns yet. We don't really know what he's going to do. What if he sucks? What if he's good? I don't know. It looks like they're going in a good direction. It looks like it's a good idea. You know? But I'm not going to start gargling WWE's balls yet. Like some people out there are gargling their balls. Somebody got the WWE paycheck. You know, there's people on YouTube you guys wouldn't even believe who are starting to get WWE paychecks for talking good. It's weird. It's very strange. You guys would not believe it, brother. You wouldn't believe it. And it's pretty shocking. Scottie Pippen was 6'1" in freshman.
Ridiculous piece of shit.
Scottie Pippen, man. When I was in middle school, I mean, obviously I'm a big Bruins hockey fan, but aside from hockey and baseball, I watched a lot of basketball in the 90s. And when the Celtics weren't very good, so I would turn to the Bulls. And I just fell in love with the Bulls team, like way back. Like they had Robert Parrish towards the beginning, kind of, I think, if I remember right. When he was like a bench player. And but yeah, that team that they eventually had when they had I talk about it, you guys know the deal. Like Tony Kukoc and Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman and Michael Jordan. Who else did they have? Didn't they have Carr too? Didn't they have Carr? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I thought they had Carr. ML Carr? Was it ML Carr? I don't remember. God, I don't remember. They had, and then they had on the bench Robert Parrish at one point earlier on. Dana Barros. Yeah, I remember Dana Barros. Remember the Celtics had Rick Fox in the late 90s before we traded him. Or he left or something. Steve Kerr. I'll never forget Steve Kerr. He hit a key shot during one of those playoff games. Maybe the playoff game against the Jazz. Steve Kerr, he got the ball at like right around the foul line at the top of it, right at the top of the arc of the foul line. And he did this pop shot from there that was sick. I don't really remember anything else he did. I remember him, doing things. It was just a great team, man. They had this great supporting cast. They had guys that could kick ass, too. Luke Longley, number 22. Luke Longley. Horace Grant. That's who it was. I think it was Horace Grant. So, yeah, I was a big F the NBA. Yeah, fuck it now. I ain't watching it now. Now the NBA is a bunch of babies. It's been that way for years, though. I hate the NBA. I used to love the NBA, though. Used to goddamn love the NBA. By the way, guys, if you guys haven't signed up for Patreon, we're going to be live in about an hour now. We're going to be live at 1 a.m. on Patreon. So if you guys want to come over there and listen to the show, I'm going to be talking some shit tonight. And I mean it. This ain't no plug. I'm going to be unraveling John Paxton. General Sir. The fuck, is my cell phone too close to the mixer? I'm hearing my cell phone. It was great back then. Steve Kerr was a what? Jesus. What did you say? Guardian of Chaos says hustle. Yeah, there is no hustle now. Remember when United Center first opened? Wow. They want to tell us to vote. They want to tell us who to vote for, but only 20% are registered to vote. John Starks. Yeah, that's another good one, Danimal. That is a good one. I mean, I'm going to vote for my asshole. That's what I'm going to vote for. I passed the Big Ten is not playing Thanksgiving. My anger is boiling for my Huskers. Caveman Austin. Being from Boston, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. I really don't. There's no WWE news. There really isn't. You know? There really isn't. Yeah, there really isn't. There's Payback. We did the Payback predictions on Out of Nowhere, so, you know. What up, Tyler? How you doing, man? Don't forget about Bill Wennington. You're right, Bill Wennington. Who was your Who was your team in NBA Jam? Magic. You know, I don't know why, but I always chose the Magic. Or the Hornets. The Hornets or the Magic, one of those two teams. I mean, that or I would go Celtics or Bulls. But you know what? I didn't even pick the Celtics so much. I didn't even know the Celtics were an NBA Jam. Because I never picked the Celtics, even though I'm a Celtics guy. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what I was doing, man. Brian almost committed suicide. You want me to send you the link? Okay, Lorenzo, send it to me. You talking about the botch thing where you're like, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Let's listen to Leah just emasculate Drew again. Because it's so fascinating to me to listen to this. She was making fun of him for being a cousin fucker. She said, aren't you from one of those states who bangs your own family?
They get fucking laid.
Oh.
Just like you haven't spit out your last load. Go ahead, finish.
What?
Oh.
They get fucking laid.
Oh.
I got my dick wet right before I called your husband tonight. So keep trying, sister.
And,
oh my God.
Oh God. I'm not.
Family reunion?
Drew forgot to deliver my Swiss cheese. Tell him I'll be at his house filming nudes for my OnlyFans.
I can't breathe. I'm gonna die.
One of the greatest lines ever on Monetize This.
I'm gonna die.
Oh my God.
Leah, I love you. Oh my God, I'm gonna die.
I could get a crew in here to oversell me too, but you know.
Have to bring a crew? I'm here by myself. I can't help it if people fucking like me.
Oh man. I don't know, that cracked me up last night. What about Will Perdue? Oh yeah, that's true. I remember that. Yeah, I never really watched college football ever, almost. Like, so it's hard to say. Like, I just never have. I watched the BC Eagles about 5 times in my entire life. And I've probably watched a college football game besides that, maybe 3. I've watched 3 college games. So I've watched a total of like maybe under 10. It's under 10 college games, somewhere in there. So I wouldn't know a goddamn thing about that. You know? Yeah, Leah was wild. Like, I don't know what the fuck. She was just wild the other night. But yeah, we might... Lorenzo, thank you, man. Oh, he says he almost committed suicide until talking to Vince McMahon? What? I get to the point where I was on the verge of I had enough. I kind of busted in on Vince one day and had a meeting and was like, I need to talk to you. And he kicked everybody out of the production meeting. And he sat down and talked to me, not like boss employee, but like a man. Almost like a father, son talking. I told him that he was needed and wanted... Wait, he told him that he was needed and wanted for the long haul. I'm very thankful to have a relationship with him like that. I might not even be here. Wow. Well, yeah, probably Vince didn't want to fire you because he was afraid you'd kill yourself now. He's like, oh my God, if I fire Braun, he's going to kill himself. If I let him go, he's going to kill himself. And it's going to be another Chris Benoit. That's what Vince probably thought. So there's how you stay in WWE. Go tell Vince you're going to kill yourself. Be like, Vince, listen, man, I don't know, have you ever had a wrestler say this to you? Because I've been feeling this certain way. I just feel like I'm a loser. I feel like I've not living up to anything, and I just feel like I'm going to get fired, and I feel like I'm not, I don't like my storylines. I'm not saying this for pity or for anything else, but I'm just saying, do you think that at some point maybe it's just like you shouldn't be on this earth? Like I should just, do you think if I went through with something that a lot of people wouldn't go through with, that I would, and then Vince is like, no, why would you do that? You're going to be like the WWE champion. Like, no, please don't kill yourself, Braun. Oh my God. No, we're going to keep you at $300,000 a year for like 10 years. So you never kill yourself. And then what they'll do is they'll keep him off TV for like 2 years in a row while he's getting paid. And he won't be on TV. That way people forget about him. But he still gets his paycheck. And then they'll give him like some veteran contract or something. And they'll pay him like $80K a year just to randomly come back sometimes. Just so because they're afraid that that way he doesn't kill himself. Well, that's a great idea. Say you're going to kill yourself. Are any other WWE wrestlers listening to the show right now? Go into Vince's office and tell them that you've been thinking about killing yourself. What a fucking great idea. Awesome. That's crazy. Remember when Sean Kemp and all those guys were on the cover of the cups at McDonald's? I still have those cups. I'm dead serious. I got those fucking cups. Fucking the goddamn Supersonics had a cup. The Supersonics had a cup. If they had a cup nowadays, it'd be called Antifa Kill Old White People. If they had a cup nowadays. But yeah, no, I have the Supersonics cup. To this day. Fucking crazy, dude. Crazy. What the fuck is everybody tonight? Anyway. See you guys on Patreon. I'm going to grind more in Madden 21. Yeah, it's a good idea. I think I'm going to go grind on Madden 21 until Corrupted starts as well. Anyway, if you want to be on, hit me up in the DMs on Twitter. I'll actually keep my eyes on my DMs tonight. So I know sometimes I don't see them. JCS Commentary is the Twitter account. And we'll see you tonight on Patreon at about 1:10 a.m., probably 1 a.m. The link will be up soon. It's not up yet. It'll be up soon. And the questions are up. So if you want to ask a question, that is up too. Who will we get on tonight, man? Will it be maybe Junebug will stop by? I don't know. Maybe Bullfrog will stop by. I don't know. We don't know who's going to stop by. Maybe who the hell knows who's going to stop by? Maybe Tommy is going to be the one stopping by tonight. I don't know. Who the fuck knows, bruh? Roman Reigns, I'm not going to judge it until I see more. That's basically what I wanted to say is, I'm not going to judge it until I see more. I need to see more. I like the idea, though. And I like that they put him with Heyman. Oh, we got a call. Oh, my God.
Yo, what's up, Joe Cronin? How you doing?
What's up, my brother?
I just have, just a quick question. If you were in the wrestler's shoes whenever Vince did the interview with Stone Cold about superstars not grabbing the brass ring, what would you say to Vince after that interview?
I'd say, yo, Vince, based on what I've seen, I've never seen a brass ring, but I'm hungry to entertain, and I'm hungry for ratings, and I'm hungry for airtime and screen time, and I'm hungry for money, and I'm hungry to make this company money and to make you money. And I'm starting to think that the only way that I'm going to be able to get that brass ring is by beating the shit out of you. I'm starting to think that brass ring only shows up if I beat it out of you. Is that what we're talking about? And I would go over to him and I would rip his shirt. And I would say, go ahead and fire me if you want. This company will keep going downhill. Or you can take this shot I'm about to give you, and when the brass ring falls out of your ass, let me pick it up. And then I'm going to go on camera, and I'm going to become a star that's going to make you money. And you can go back to controlling all the little guys and the little pawns and the little cruiserweights and all those people. But you're not going to control me. Just let me make you money. Get out of my way, Vince. Get out of my way. That's what I would say to Vince. Fuck. You know what? You know what, Joe? Joe Cronin? It's an interesting point you bring up. No one's ever really been this forward with me in the modern era. Shawn Michaels, yeah, used to do this all the time. You know, Steve Austin, all the big names. But no one at your lower level has been like this to me. Joe Cronin, get the hell out of here. You're fired. I'm about to bust Vince McMahon's door down. I'ma slap him in the face, slap him all around, pull his pants down, slap Linda McMahon. I'ma beat her in the fucking throat if I can. I'm a crazy motherfucker with a gun in my pocket. I'm gonna shoot everyone. I got a picture of her in a locket around my neck. I'm gonna stroke it. I'm gonna throw kick. I'm gonna fucking snap her up. What am I saying right now? Good night, everybody. We'll see you on Corrupted in a few minutes. Bye. Shout out to the king, Jman from KC. As my XSplit freezes. Oh my god. Good night. All right, well, I'll see you in an hour. See you in an hour on Patreon. Come on over to Patreon, guys. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. You guys can become a patron for $1 and hear the show